Very important. 2,000 years ago, the Romans came here, not for our wine or our women, and they're beautiful, look at them, or our weather, and that's even more fantastic. They came here for our lead, the metal. We had some of the world's best lead in our hills that run between Bristol and Bath, the Mendip Hills. Where you get lead, you also get silver. Across the water there in Wales, you get gold. And the Romans built at Cheddar, remember seeing that there? a big port, because lead is heavy, isn't it? It's a heavy metal. So they roll it down the hills, put it into ships at Cheddar, and send it all over the Roman Empire. Also at Cheddar, the royal palaces of our Saxon kings. It's the Buckingham Palace of our Saxon kings. If you go into the Kings of Wessex School there, you'll see the ruins of our royal palaces back in Saxon times. So that sets the scene. So the first story that we market here and brought people in is the story of Joseph Arimathea. He's not well known, all right? In fact, most people never heard of him. He's mentioned twice in the Bible, once as a rich man, and once in his tomb Jesus was put on Good Friday. Now the story is that he sells his boat up, because he's a trader in metals, about AD 60 to trade with the Romans at Cheddar. Lands his boat at the bottom of that green hill. If you look behind, you'll see a green hill. That's a part of this island. Well, if you've been at sea, if any of you have been at sea for a long, long time on a smallish boat, you know you get used to the sort of movement. And when you stand on dry land, it still feels as though it's all moving around. So he has a stick, climbs up that hill, sticks it in the ground, and believe it or not, it grows roots into the holy thorn. And here's the holy thorn tree round on the left. You can see it's in flower.
It's holy. A long way, this.
That's not the original.
Okay.
The original's up there, supposedly.
Just
All right.
needed that qualified.
Okay. So it's holy because that flowers twice a year, once at Christmas and once at Easter. That's the only true bit I can tell you about it. It does. It's flowering now. Easter was 3 weeks ago-ish, and it certainly flowers at Christmas. The Queen always has a bit of the holy thorn in flower on her breakfast table every Christmas morning, and it's picked from the one in the churchyard you can see there. Other than that, we know nothing about it. It's not a British tree. It comes from the Middle East, but how it got here we don't know. But it's a good story, and it brings people, and it was good medieval salesmanship and advertising. Any questions?
Is it true though?
Is it true, sir? Well, if it's true for you, sir, then that's fine, but it certainly isn't true for me. All right? The first record of it really is probably in the 16th, the end of the 15th century. Well, you're talking the first recorded bit of it, late 1400s, probably early 1500s, and it's supposed to be in AD 65. There is no evidence. But there you go, it's a good story. All right, it may be true, it may not be. What sort of books did you have before you could read or write? Picture books, thank you. So imagine this would have been whitewashed, and this beautiful picture here would have been painted possibly green and gold. If you go to a concert or to the theatre or to a pop concert, sorry?
Why green and gold?
No idea, Max.
Australian.
All right. All right.
It's that Joseph here again, isn't it? Putting his stuff in. You believe it or not?
Well, St Patrick is supposed to have been here and died here, you know that. Have you been in St Patrick's Chapel? If you're Irish, I can do you a whole thing on. We've got Irish saints, St Bridget came here, I can do that specially for you later on. So, if you look here, there's an angel, a mum and dad, a baby on a bed, another angel talking to some wise men and some shepherds, and here's King Herod, you can just see his crown. This is the birth of Jesus. That continues here. There are other stories here. If you look up here, there's someone being eaten alive.
Yeah.
So there's good stories and bad stories. But as I was saying before, if you go to any concert or theatre or pop concert or whatever it is, you'll see banners, you'll see neon signs, you'll see advertisements, won't you? This is the medieval equivalent. So don't think when you go out into your cities or your towns and you see these things, it's modern. All right, it's been going on for years and years. Right, I'm going to choose. Would you like to come help? All right, come round the dog. I don't want you tripping over. Right, just to help you to feel what it was like here. This abbey went in November 1539. So we're standing here in April, this time of the year, on a day like this in 1540. You would have been living in a little wooden house there with no windows. Do you know why she wouldn't have any windows? Good bit.
Could be taxable.
Well, that was certainly in the 1700s. Glass was very, very expensive. It's only for the very, very rich. So you may have had shutters, all right, but no glass windows. So you were standing on this glorious April day in your drafty wooden house and you saw all this stone here. What do you think you said to your man?
Build me one of these,
Yes,
please.
out of stone. And you see the house at the end? Built from the stone from here. Yes. Yes.
Is that my
And
house?
that we could be, all right? Would you like to go back and join your partner? So, a lot of the houses in Glastonbury are built from the stone. We call it recycling today, which is sensible. I mean, why on earth live in a little drafty wooden shack when all this stone is going to spare?
I don't call it recycling.
Well, I don't know if they had the word, but you could well be right, madam. So,
Well, it looks like we've come to the journey's end of Glastonbury, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you enjoyed this short video film, my attempt to show you Glastonbury ruins, the energy involved, where Glastonbury is now in the energy, and the shops, of course, the commercial side of Glastonbury. Please feel free to listen to the epilogue at the end of this road. Yes, the road comes to an end in about 3 seconds. Thank you very much for joining me. Speak to you soon. You question yourself about not visiting Glastonbury before. Because it is in your country, did you not? You know deep within you, within your soul region, that Glastonbury had no call over you, had no power, was not calling you back into that old energy that you have partaken of many lifetimes ago. So it came as somewhat as a puzzling time of why you were going to Glastonbury in this lifetime. Even though you have not visited Glastonbury in this lifetime, you were familiar with the said energy and the vibration of this English heritage town, which has been a home for many a spiritual master, an energy vortex which has hosted many visits of great masters, which little has been said about in your literature, religious or otherwise. We talk here about the visit of the great I Am teacher, Jesus the Christ in particular. We will talk about this master at another time and why he came to Glastonbury with the help of another unsung hero named Joseph of Arimathea. You were having mixed blessings regarding the trip that you were embarking on. Why not? Why me? What am I going for? These are some of the questions that you were entertaining in your mind. However, deep within you, you know you had to place your physical body in the town of Glastonbury. No matter what the outcome was, we thank you for your trusting your intuition that led you to be a part of releasing old energies that do not serve the highest good regarding Glastonbury and the surrounding areas. In the past, you have walked the land of England as a druid, as a Celt, and as a land dweller. You know the energy of the land, however, it is embedded deep within your soul level. Not only have you come to partake in the release of old energies upon the land, you've come to release the old energies within yourself, my friend. The old energies of Glastonbury which do not serve you for your highest good anymore. With this faint and distant knowledge resonating within you, you embarked on a journey hoping that you would receive many things of uplifting, an energy influx from Glastonbury into your spiritual physical self. Little did you know you were going to release a part of you and to be part of a bigger releasing for the energies surrounding the area itself. It is in the giving that you will receive. This is a message that we relay to you through a third party you called your spiritual brother on your earth plane. Indeed, this message was correct and is still correct, was straight to the point and powerful. We will explain in a way here that there will be no misunderstanding by you or anybody else. It is in the giving of yourself, in the giving of your love, in the giving of your energy to a situation and not expecting anything back. When you know all this, when you truly know this, you know you are working for a divine, shall we say, higher purpose than just your physical self. In the giving of yourself, you actually released old energy within you. At the same time, unseen to you and to your fellow travellers, you participated in the energy release of old trapped energies in certain areas of Glastonbury. Only the earth dwellers, the people who live on earth, can affect the earth energy. We also gave you this message through your spiritual sister, which you totally understand and have integrated within yourself. We, the Council of 12, and those that work with us in the invisible realms, cannot affect your earth. However, we openly assist those that are open to our knowledge of the earth and the vibrations, and how they can be widely used for the betterment of mankind. In other words, our beloved, only you who live on earth can affect the vibrational rays of your Mother Earth. Only you can do it. Only you and others can release the old thought patterns that entrap and enslave your civilizations. The time is now. The time is now to break free, to reach a self-realization, to not be held down by the past. However, to recognize the past for what it was. It was only a vehicle to get you to where you are now. Please, we ask you to release all the old energies that you have held within yourselves. We ask you to see yourselves as releasing and reinventing your spiritual human self. Time to grasp your future, to hold on tightly to your dream, to your true essence of the I am. The Council of 12.